gifts of your soul. Do not hesitate to respond to what you know are your interior callings. Because the gifts of your soul belong to others. They don't belong to you. You were given these gifts because these are the graces that humanity is counting on. Never let fear stop you. Number 2, live congruently. That is a practice. Congruently means where your soul is aligned to your mind, to your heart, to your choices. When you know that your choices are not aligned to the way you really feel. Here's a small one. Do you care where we eat? No, and you do. You may think that's no big deal, but it's precisely because you can't stand up when it's no big deal that it's a big deal. It's one thing to say that, well, I tell you, it's not that I care so much where we eat, but I do care where we don't eat because I really can't have this and beyond that. I just want to put my vote in. And on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm a 7 when it comes to cooperation. It's not that big a deal. I don't have to get my way. I'm not one of those. But you feel like you've represented, or if you really don't have to represent yourself, you're fine. But if you're one of those people who says, I don't say anything because I don't want to upset anybody, and you end up upsetting yourself, you chalk that up as an act of official self-betrayal. And then you go inside, it has nothing to do with restaurants. It's got to do with, I can't even honor myself with a simple question. So I'm going to just note that. In number 3, my practice of self-reflection. My practice of contemplation. My practice of being with you, dear God, in my soul. You must have a practice. And that practice is not a hobby, it's a devotion. Devotion's not a word we hear in the contemporary spiritual culture because it's a word that comes from the sacred, not the spa. To be devoted is to make a vow, is to say, I'm doing this not to lose weight, not to reduce stress, not for reasons of vanity, but because this is my practice. Not because I'm afraid, I'm sick, I'm thin, I'm heavy, I'm short, I'm tall. Not so I can find out who my soulmate is, or to get more stuff, or to find my job, or to get. This is my practice. Period. That's where the sentence ends. End of it. There's nothing more to say. And that practice must include self-reflection. How did I fare today? What did I say? Was I honest? Did I have integrity? Did I keep my word? Did I break my word? And you don't need to say, I get an A, I get an F. There is no grading, people. No grading. No shaming yourself. No criticizing yourself. This is not allowed in your practice. You are never to do that. Nor are you to do that to another. You are to approach yourself with endless love and compassion and never judgment. And you are to say, how did I do? Where am I? I see I have a challenge with this. I see this comes without effort. Why is this a challenge? All right, then I will work on this. Is there an indication I must have a reptile in the house somewhere? I'm going to pursue the reptile. Maybe I need to have a reptile dinner party. And you invite your soul companions over, and you say, we're talking reptiles tonight, serious business. Not wounds, reptiles. In the wound game, you blame someone. You are never to speak blame again. Blame is a game. That's for children. Wounded children. You are mystics out of monasteries. You're building a soul with stamina, and souls with stamina do not blame. Keep alert at all times, as often as you can. What are you keeping alert to? You keep alert to your inner field of vision. Who's in your castle? Don't let anyone in your castle. Never. Watch if your drawbridge is open or closed. Always, your gate is closed. No one but you is in your castle. Now, how would someone get in your castle? People get in your castle because you share too much of your privacy, of your journey with God. You chat it away. You chat your grace away. Instead of going into yourself in prayer, you go into a quiet time. Instead of knowing that I'm in a time of transition, which is why nothing's changing on the outside. The silence, the non-movement, is a gift so that I pray